Have you ever wondered what happens when trust shatters, not just between two people, but across an entire community? When betrayal becomes more than a personal wound, echoing through families and friendships? Today, I'll share with you a story where deception could have torn us apart, but confrontation mixed with compassion gave us strength. This is TearStrings. My name is Narrator, and this story isn't just about my home or my street. It's about everyone who has ever felt the sting of betrayal. This is the story of confrontation and compassion, navigating betrayal in my community. Let's uncover how one act of infidelity shook us and how empathy helped us rebuild. I grew up in a neighborhood where people didn't just call each other neighbors, they called each other family. Laughter traveled across fences, celebrations spilled into every courtyard, and sorrow was never carried alone. It was the kind of place where you thought nothing could ever break the bond between us. But one day, something did. It began as a whisper. A quiet secret passed from one ear to another, like a shadow creeping silently at night. At first, no one believed it. How could it be true? But as time passed, the whispers grew louder, turning into rumors, and soon the rumors became undeniable truth. One of the most respected families in our community, the kind of family everyone admired, was hiding a secret betrayal. The husband had been unfaithful. That revelation struck us like an earthquake. I can still see the moment it all came out. The wife's eyes brimmed with pain that words could never capture. The husband's face heavy with shame. And the children, their confused eyes searching for answers they could not find. This wasn't some drama on a screen. This was real, raw, heart-shattering. At first, the entire community reacted with anger. Fingers were pointed, some people condemned, others chose silence, not wanting to be caught in the fire. But I saw it differently. I began to wonder, is betrayal always just about one person's weakness? Or is it also a reflection of stories we never see, wounds we never hear about, struggles we never acknowledge? The wife's strength changed everything for me. I watched her closely during those days. She had every right to collapse, to scream, to curse the man who broke her trust. But she didn't. She carried herself with dignity even while her heart bled. She wanted to cry, but her children were watching. She wanted to break, but she had a family to hold together. One evening, in front of a few members of the community, she turned to her husband and said words that shook us all. "You betrayed me. You wounded me. But the wound isn't mine alone. It cuts through our children, through the life we built. If you can admit this truth, if you can promise me honesty from this moment forward, then maybe, just maybe, we can rebuild this relationship on a new foundation." Her voice didn't tremble. It was steady, powerful. That moment taught me something I'll never forget. Confronting pain doesn't always mean shouting, blaming, or seeking revenge. Sometimes it means looking someone in the eye and demanding truth without losing your own grace. And compassion doesn't always mean blind forgiveness. Sometimes it means choosing understanding over destruction, choosing dialogue over silence. The community that had begun to split, some siding with the husband, others with the wife, suddenly paused. Her strength united us again. It reminded us that betrayal is ugly, yes, but letting it breed hate is uglier. I carry this lesson deep into my own life. Whenever I face pain, I now ask myself, is this anger the only path? Or is there a story behind the wound I need to understand? Can I transform my pain into something stronger? That woman didn't erase her scars. The family didn't magically return to what it once was. Some wounds remained open, some relationships weakened, but honesty grew where lies once lived, and dialogue replaced silence. And in that transformation, I saw the real power of compassion. Because a community isn't tested when we celebrate together. It's tested when betrayal, sorrow, and division strike. And in our case, compassion kept us from falling apart. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to TearStrings. Share in the comments. Have you ever faced betrayal, and how did you confront it? With anger or with compassion? And don't forget to watch the next video where we explore another powerful story of human resilience.